Hi, Scorpios. Welcome to your reading for the end of July, beginning of August, maybe the whole of August. Whenever you find this, there's something here for you. This is Barefoot Mama Intuitive Reading. My name's Courtney. Let's get started. I was gifted this beautiful Kali Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. She's one of my favorites. I believe that Swimming Through the Void uses the Kali Oracle. I've had some personal experiences with her as a deity, helping me to cut cords and energetic ties to situations that were no longer serving. So I feel deeply honored to have been gifted this deck. And I'd just like to pull maybe one or two or even three cards to start. I'm not super familiar with it, so thanks for being here. Bear with me. If you want to win a free reading on August 8th, put free reading in the comments. 8/8 is the Lionsgate portal. And if you had any manifestations or wishes that you sent out into the universe as of 8/8 last year, I encourage you to look back and see what that was. I'm being drawn to tell you that for this reading. Devi Ma Kali, number 29. Look at that card. All right, let's read this. Maybe your birthday is the 29th. You could be like a Scorpio Sag cusper. It could also be the 9th, the 2nd, or the 11th, or those could be angel numbers that stand out to you. Certainly they do for me. My birthday is the 9th. Devi Ma Kali, endlessly loving, infinitely forgiving, she will never turn away from you. No matter what you have done, no matter how many mistakes you have made, she is here for you, always. Feel the safety and sanctuary of her divine hugs. She is your soft place to fall, and your kindest and most enthusiastic advocate. Let her shift your experience away from endless tasks and ever greater expectations into sweet relief and comforting connection. Ooh, I got chills from that. You could be at a time in your life, Scorpio, where you're feeling like pressure, get things done, like perform. Maybe you're a performer, or you have performance anxiety, or you're trying to reach a certain like pinnacle or plateau, that next thing, whatever it is, and you're being encouraged right now to be held, to enjoy the sweetness of life. There are times when we just need our mother. This is natural and necessary. However, for whatever reason, we may not be able to turn to the mother figure in our lives in our times of need. There is no need to feel deprived during such moments, for we have a divine mother who wants to help and has the endless resourcefulness to do so. The problem of receiving grace is never with the source of it. By its nature, grace flows with generosity, so needing to earn or deserve it goes against the very nature of grace itself. However, we can struggle to be open to it and have a subconscious resistance to receiving. Ooh, this is totally resonating with me. If it's resonating with you, let me know. This has been the message from the universe lately. Open yourself to receive. Intellectually, we may know that we are worthy of being helped, and even that others will also benefit when we are flourishing, so that grace brings multiple benefits to all. Yet, we can still be more attached to the difficulty than the resolution. Why is that? We cannot underestimate the influence of belief systems created in response to childhood trauma and the impact these unchecked beliefs can have in our adult lives. The beauty is that Kali will not only help us identify where we have our blocks, she will also help to liberate the soul by providing us with a choice. We can allow her to consume those past traumas, relieving the soul of karmic burdens. Whoa, okay. I want to keep reading, but there's an invocation ritual here, and I might actually perform this invocation ritual in a separate video. Yeah, I think so. We'll come back to this, and we will, yeah, we'll do that. We'll come back to this. Ooh, okay. Beautiful. Thank you, Kali. Spirit, please protect this reading. Send any negative energy back to sender, transmuted tenfold for the greatest good of all and harm to none. Protect my Scorpios and cross watchers as I do this reading. Bring clear, concise messages through Archangel Michael and Kali. Please cut any negative energetic ties to energies or entities no longer serving us. devour those childhood traumas. Holy moly. Mother Mary, please bring grace and compassion to this reading. Send all negative energies back to sender, transmuted tenfold for the greatest good of all and harm to none. Amen, amen. So mote it be. All right, Scorpio, what do we have going on for you? This is a big inner child healing, and this has been coming up in the collective for about the last month, and I feel like the readings were dense and difficult, and maybe that's why I was called to step away for a little bit, because those are also very personal. But Kali's showing up to help you. The Five of Swords reversed is somebody who is verbally abusive to themselves. This could be you. You could have grown up in an environment that gaslit you or made you feel like everything was kind of your fault, and this is like an internal record player for you. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, give yourself some love, some grace. Four of Swords reversed. Oh, this is interesting. This could also indicate that, like, instead of giving yourself grace, you give your love out to other people because it soothes your inner self-deprecation. Because the Four of Swords upright is like giving it over to spirit. Prayer, meditation, rest, corpse pose, shavasana. But the Four of Swords reversed is like internalizing everything, taking on more burdens and responsibility than you could possibly manage on your own. So you're realizing this and giving yourself grace, but also you may be taking on other people's things, and this could be like a pattern in relationships for you, whether friendships or romantic. I'm getting romantic with the Knight of Cups. He's definitely like the amore of the knights, but yeah, I feel like you maybe just give yourself over to other people in order to sort of bypass this internal dialogue between you and a version of you that was created to, I think, anticipate your environment. You might benefit from naming this version of you or even having a conversation with them. It's some like family systems approach. Three of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, the Devil reverse. Okay. This is cool too. So the Three of Pentacles talks about doing what's best for the community, and also a form of self-mastery or a practice that you engage in that is a service to your community. The Nine of Wands is the wounded healer. So you've possibly already encountered this. You know what this internalized self-deprecating voice is, and you know why it's there. And you've already done the work of filling up your cup and moving forward with that. At the same time, you still are the wounded healer. And while you may have faced your own devils, I'm hearing the Doja Cat song, ooh, she a devil, paint the town red. She a bad little bitch, she a rebel. Gonna take a whole lot for me to settle down. Three of Pentacles. What is this gift? The Nine of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Devil reverse. Overcoming the Star. Okay. Wish fulfillment after loss. It's overcoming addiction for many of you. Many of you may have overcome addiction, whether that's to codependence, addiction, obsession, whatever that is, you've overcome it. And you may have lost a lot from it. So how are you giving this to your environment? That's specific to you. This is a general reading. The Hangman reversed, seeing things from a new perspective. So as you've healed, you can now look back and see the journey that you went on from a new perspective. And just being able to offer compassion and grace, again, no matter what you've done, right? The Devi Ma Kali talks about all the things that you may have done in your devilish days, right? You could maybe look back and have a hard time, or you could have been having a hard time seeing yourself as you once were. And that's why these self-deprecating thoughts were here as well. And those self-deprecating thoughts that came from your behaviors that you acted out at a time in your life when you were just trying to figure things out also reflect in a way the same patterns in your childhood, right, that were acted out by the people who were raising you, who were just trying to figure it out. And I feel like you had this epiphany about the sort of cascading effect of generational trauma. And there's something about you being able to see this from your current perspective that brings grace to this story, whether it's just for your family or yourself or the different versions of yourself, or your community, is something else. How is this going to work for you? Let's see what's coming in the future, what's crossing you. The Hermit. Oh man, you do not want to go re-expose yourself. Justice. I love this. The Page of Wands reversed. The Hierophant. Whoa. Okay. I'm getting okay, so one story is standing out, and I'm quiet because I'm sort of trying to separate my own story from this story, and one is standing out. So if there was the romantic night here, right? If you've been giving your cup over to people over and over and over again, like, just let me give to you so that I don't have to sort of give to me, because I don't even really like me enough to give to me. Like, that was the whole sort of storyboard over here. You're finding solace in being alone, and you love it, and there's nothing at all wrong with that. At the same time, you are gifted an opportunity for commitment in a very traditional sense, potentially with somebody who either you don't want kids or this person wants to give you a child. Okay, that's one reading of this. Another, if you're not dealing with somebody, right? That could even be, you could not be dealing with somebody and you could just meet this person. This is your divine justice, this commitment from somebody. The other reading is that you are the Hermit. You're gifted spiritually. And you're also, we talked about spiritual and magical law being basically natural law in the last reading I did, I believe. And it was an Agrippa quote referenced that you can look into if you watch the After School on YouTube. It's one about Thoth, and it's narrated by Agrippa's Diary, which is another YouTube channel here. You can look into that if you want to know more about the natural science that is magic, or vice versa. Anyway, you're very gifted in these arts. You understand how to build something from nothing, and you can go out into the wilds of the soul, the psyche, maybe even the wilderness itself, if that's something that you've been working on, right? And you can commune with the plants and their spirits and their energy, and you know how to use them, and how to interact with them in an equal exchange way. However it resonates for you, you have some sort of self mastery that is tuning you into collective, like the collective masters of this craft, whatever that is. I think it is the occult, but it may also be something as apparently, I want to say apparently trifling as inner child healing, which is not trifling at all. Many of the things that we endure in our lives are pains of unhealed childhood traumas projected onto other people. What's the Hermit? The King of Wands. Justice is the Five of Cups. This is your justice. Page of Pentacles reverse. Queen of Wands reverse. The World. This is interesting. If you did something in the past, Scorpio, that you are not proud of, it was like a necessary learning experience for you to know how to take action, like this King of Wands, without second guessing yourself and to align. I'm seeing the King of Wands here as a reflection of the Hermit is like the higher self of this King of Wands. You're in connection with your divine masculine. This is your ego self. This is your higher self. That's what I'm seeing here. And these two work in tandem. Why Justice and the Five of Cups? The Five of Cups is, of course, a Scorpio card, and I always associate it with grief. It's the energy of needing to look at something and release it and walk into your blessings. So why is this your Justice? The Lovers. Okay. You could be, you have a lot of major arcana cards here. You could be meeting an air sign or connecting with an air sign. Like knowing exactly what you want though is where you're at. So what is this? The Queen of Wands reversed, Page of Pentacles reversed, Page of Wands reversed, and the World. Someone that was holding you back who wouldn't like disconnect from you. Tradition. The Nine of Swords reverse. I'm still not getting it. This deck is not telling me what this is. The Queen of Pentacles. Oh, okay. I was like, what's going on? Okay. This is your family growing up. This is your family environment. The Queen of Wands reversed, Page of Pentacles reversed, Page of Wands reversed. You may have had a mother figure who was not supportive of you, to say the least. The Queen of Wands reversed is like the evil stepmother. Um, Also potentially like a narcissist, somebody who is really vain and self-absorbed, and whenever something like was going good for you or you felt inspired or you felt secure, it like triggered this person, and they took it out on you, and they sort of like, maybe unintentionally, I'm not really seeing this person as somebody who practices black magic, but wishing that somebody else wasn't experiencing blessings because you're not, even subconsciously, is a form of black magic in terms of associating it with like the natural consequences of like energetic output, right? On even just a quantum level, I suppose. So it's like you're realizing that the energy that you've been committing to relationships wasn't to the relationship you were in at all. It was an energy that you were committing to this version of yourself, this kid who was never supported, and in fact was most likely sabotaged, especially mentally, by whatever this person said to you, but also Eight of Wands reversed energetically. This person could have siphoned your energy. They could have really just gotten a kick out of bursting your bubble when it was being blown up. You know what I mean? Like you're ready to float away on your in your hot air balloon, and this person just came along and took the wind right out of your sails, or the fire right out. Yeah, the fire right out. They took your spiritual fire and they thrived on that. This person was a smothering force in your life. And so your divine justice is, you've spent enough time alone at this point, or you are spending enough time alone at this point to see exactly what it is you want and what it is you'd like to do. And your divine justice is that you're meeting a lover or a counterpart, whether externally or a counterpart internally that you haven't like sat down and had a conversation with yet, that is allowing you to directly nurture this inner child aspect and heal it, to bring a close to this cycle of connecting with others in order to essentially avoid that self-deprecating pattern that has been in perpetuity throughout your life. Okay, well, that was heavy, and also beautiful, because what a lovely pattern to end, right? You could be 29. This pattern could have started when you were 2, 9, 11. You can be seeing 999 or 1, 2, 9, or some variation of those things. You have 12, 9, 29, 9. Yeah. The Ace of Swords. This is the truth. And you are protected. And Archangel Michael is another guardian upon whom you can call to cut energetic cords and ties. So this is a major cord cutting and healing, but it's more than a cord cutting. This is I keep being drawn to the word devouring, a devouring of your childhood trauma. It is being basically like eaten and transmuted into energy, all that energy that was stifled and throttled and taken away or smothered by this person. Just all these awful verbs coming through from this like really dark divine feminine mother figure, just distorted mother figure, is being transmuted into the Queen of Pentacles. And look at how content she is and how connected she is with Mother, the Mother, Mother Earth, the Divine Mother, as well as balanced in her Divine Masculine with the Hierophant here. She is connected with her higher self, both the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. So how are you, you might be getting major downloads right now as well, like truth, crown chakra opening or awakening. How are you going to know? I'm hearing, how are you going to know what to do? How are you going to know what to do? Because this is about not doing anything, basically. You are open to receive the gifts and the blessings. So what do you need to do here? Work, Eight of Pentacles. You might be being gifted a job or an opportunity that it's important for you to not turn down. Ooh, the Empress and the Six of Swords. Wow. This job or opportunity could also be spiritual in nature. It could be something more like if you're in an established job, but you've been given some sort of spiritual download or truth that is important to communicate. You could be communicating this through the written word. I'm seeing the quill and the mounds of paper over here, through keeping an open heart with the green candle here and keeping an eye on that heart space. Like, how did I heal this heart space, and communicating that. Also, the Six of Swords, moving to calmer waters. Swords, again, are communication, and being able to use this communication with the tethers on the crows here to move you forward. Somebody came along and ripped the sails off your boat or took the fire out from underneath your hot air balloon, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna be like James and the Giant Peach, and I'm just gonna like use spider silk to harness seagulls and fly this giant peach away. Like, this is you making something out of nothing and alchemizing and figuring out how to assist others in doing so, or you're gonna have opportunities to assist others just in your day-to-day. Okay, that's what's coming through. Just in your everyday, day-to-day, you're gonna have people approach you or say things to you, or just opportunities in encountering others, perfect strangers at the grocery store, to embody some sense of peace or grace. You might, this is a really unique message, but you might be running into people who are like sort of outcasts, or I read something about Jesus today, and we all know, like, everybody's got different belief systems around Jesus, but one thing I think we all know about him is that he was not afraid of outcasts. In fact, he wanted people to like wash your neighbor's feet, right? Like feed the poor, feed the hungry. He stood up for the disenfranchised. So you might be like encountering more people like this, or being called to like help poor people or the disenfranchised or the outcasts in some way, or addicts, even with the devil reversed, 9 of Wands. And then the Empress is you are open to receive this gift. If you have one affirmation for this reading, that would definitely be it. I am open to receive. I am open to receive. If you like yoga, you can do a yin yoga practice. Also, I have a yoga channel. You can check that out. I just posted a heart chakra flow. It should be ready to go by tomorrow. The King of Cups reverse. Interesting. 8 of Swords reverse. That's not the first time that come in the world again has come out for you. This is, yeah, just to confirm, the ending of a cycle in which you believe yourself to be the enemy because of what was projected onto you. You are open to receive, and you start to realize that you are worthy. And look at how happy this person is in opening up to receive. Look at how content this woman is in being full and ready to birth something new into the world. And look at how content this woman is, eyes closed, just basking in the sun, fully grounded. I think it's interesting because there aren't a lot of characters in the tarot that face the reader head on, but you have Justice, you have the Hierophant, and you have the Devil and the Hanged Man, and they're all facing the reader head on. And usually the King of Cups does as well. You have the World. She's even a little bit sideways. Yeah, I just think that that's an indicator or a synchronicity that says that whatever this is, you faced it head on, and the divine is proud of you, and the divine is supporting you, and the work will unfold as you remain in this flow state. The Two of Cups. This flow state is the alchemical marriage of the divine masculine and feminine within yourself. Here's your higher self. Here is your ego self. Here's your higher self. Here is your ego self. Here's your higher self. Here is your ego self. The Two of Cups is also a soulmate connection, or somebody who just gets you. And with the Lovers next to Justice here, it could be very well that at this time in your life you are meeting somebody where it just clicks and things just flow. Okay, I'm gonna collect all of these. If you like this reading and you're still here with me, please do comment, share, subscribe, and just like the video. Give it a little thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. My little channel here on this corner of the internet. What else? What are we going to do to finish out this reading? I think we'll just read a little bit more of this Devi Ma Kali card. Yeah. So here's the card. And with the moon here, like in this shape, that is open to receive. There was something about psychology in the next one. I wanted to read it in the next bit. Devi Ma Kali's grace is not about encouraging psychological regression or giving up the necessary learning and responsibility to grow. It is a recognition that there are times when even a mature adult just needs to feel loved, held, and appreciated, cherished, and adored. Oh, if you're finding a soulmate's connection right now, it's the bee's knees. It's what I'm hearing. Not for the sake of boosting ego, but for replenishing the heart that wants to give and give and give. It is about withdrawing from the distractions and the battles for a time, not to escape from what you need to do, but to have the energy and clarity of mind to approach your life journey effectively. Regression is avoidance, whereas reconnecting with the childlike relationship to the divine replenishes inner reserves so one can continue, change approach, and gain supportive allies so that success can unfold more graciously and swiftly. The devotee of Kali Ma and Hindu saint Sri Ramakrishna taught that when a tree is young, it should be fenced all around, lest it is destroyed by cattle. What does that mean for us? Positive qualities such as healthy self esteem can be burgeoning within us even when we are not fully aware of the extent of positive change that comes from the subtle inner shifts of mind, heart, and soul. Changing inward things makes outward shifts. Yes, this is good. It prevents the sabotaging aspect of the mind from killing off. Oops, we missed that. Significant healing shifts often take place beneath conscious awareness. This is good. It prevents the sabotaging aspect of the mind from killing off that fledgling quality before it is strong enough to stand up to the patterns of the past and assert itself, rather than, for example, being trampled by overly critical and shaming voices. Yeah, that inner overly critical shaming voice has been, I imagine whoever I'm talking to has been with you for almost your whole life. The protection of the young tree is a symbol for taking care of that which is vulnerable until it becomes strong enough to stand on its own and fulfill its destiny. Oh, you had the Queen of Wands reversed with two young people here, two kids reversed. You were not protected. You were not allowed to be vulnerable. This is what a mother is meant to do for her child, and what Kali Ma Devi does for all her children, if they will come to her. There is something good growing within you. Don't let clumsy or ill-wishing energies around you or within you to get anywhere near it. Let Kali Ma protect you from within and without. This particular form of Kali is without the association of battles and war, with which she is more commonly connected. Instead, she is the Divine Mother holding your being in her arms in a quiet and peaceful nursery of the soul, rocking you back and forth with a gently sweet lullaby upon her lips. The Hindu scriptures teach that when Shiva drank the poison that threatened to consume and destroy the world, he became sick with the pain of it, and so transformed himself into a baby, feeding at Ma Kali's breast. Her milk soothed the poison, taking away the pain. If you have been taking on energies from others, perhaps unintentionally or even intentionally, in an attempt to alleviate their suffering, then the message is that Kali is providing you with relief and healing now. When you have so much going on that it all feels like too much, permit yourself to seek her out and be comforted, held, and reassured. It is natural for a child to need and reach for its mother. You are deserving of comfort. Allow yourself to experience it without reservation. I just heard Anthony Bourdain's show, No Reservations. Maybe you should check that out. um, hmm. Anyway, that was beautiful and powerful. If it resonated, again, please like the video, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. I hope this helps someone.